Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our second series on Farming Simulator 25. Welcome, welcome, welcome into episode number 1 on the Dark Forest final chapter. Final edition. I have officially played this map on every iteration that has dropped. I know the map maker personally, and he is an amazing map maker, so I don't have to worry. Sorry about losing the other series, but you guys know my rules. Whenever there's issues and we have some problems, then we have some problems, if you know what I mean. So I went to play, get us to the next hour, and not only did one, but both games froze, which means they need updates. This has dropped after the patch, so we should be good on it. But anyways, this is Dark Forest. I'm going to get you guys to show you. It is a forestry map. Like I said, I have officially done this on 19, 22, and 25 now. This will be my third iteration of this map, and this one is going to be accompanying our ultra-realistic series on the Forjak map. This one is going to be played at 1x speed, 1 day months, but what I'm going to do is I am going to play 1 hour with you guys and then 1 hour off camera, so that's a little less, and we're going to go game speeds. We are allowed to. So what we're doing on this is, sorry, I always have to clear my throat. It's weird. I don't know. What we're going to do is we're going to combine both series. I'm going to get you guys up in the air, give you a quick tour. We're going to combine the other two series that we had going on. And we are going to, so this is going to be our logging, and this is also going to be, there, wow, I had a cookie, sorry, got in the back of my throat. It's going to be our logging, and it's also going to be our animal challenge. We're going to bring back, all the way back to Fs19 and Fs22. I've officially now had the last 3 iterations. We are going to be doing the Chicken Odyssey. So we did it in Fs19, we did it in Fs22, and now we're doing it in 25. So, let me get you guys this up here, and we'll get you guys up in the air. We start down here at the shop. There are 2 pre-made fields on the map, okay? We own them both if you start in new farmer mode. And I think you own them, and you also own all the equipment. So, no matter what you start in, you're going to own the equipment, which is kind of cool. So, we're going to head over here. Here we start at the shop, which is right here. And we're going to go, all this already has pre-made roads and everything already on it. The draw distance has been turned way down on the trees, so this can be played on a lower end PC or low, and I do believe it's cross-platform. I didn't check, but I do know Mr. T-Bone usually has it. He's the map author. He usually has them cross-platform. But as far as I know, and a big shout out to him and the Shanty Boys for, making this map. I do know that Nuclear Salmon must have used this background map for his map because it's the same, pretty much the same details on it. So anyways, this is on the farmingsimulator.com website or the in-game mod hub, and it's only 39 megabytes to download. It's very, very, very small file, and I love it, and T-Bone's noted for that. But anyways, it has roads already set in. They are a little wider than normal, so that way you can bring your equipment in. But it's set up mostly for logging, and it's not just flat. Unlike his other iterations that were almost all flat, this is flat with some hills, and you're going to have to work a little bit on it, so which is kind of cool. Right here is our one sell point that we have on the map. There is, if you could see on the left-hand side, let me get you up here so it's easier to see, okay? There is, right here is our farm. Well, our farm is right here, okay? You own fields 1 and 2. Here's your shop. Here's your factory. Your store shop spawns here, but you spawn if you don't have a shop. There's 2 different areas. Actually, what this is where you spawn in your vehicles, where you sell them at. Anyways, this is our farm right here. Each field right now we own. Get here, farmland right here. This is all we own in a new farmer. You have to be in the map. As you can see, it is only. Oh well, he's raised the prices because in the 22 version. And the 25 version, it was very cheap to buy land. This is great because now you have to earn it, which is amazing. I love his maps. Oops, I was going to bring that back up. Anyways, we're gonna fly right across here. Here's our one factory. Now we went ahead and we purchased the sawmill. You do not start with the sawmill. We purchased it because we are gonna do. This is gonna be kind of cool series. I'll explain it as we get going, but I just kind of want to give you guys a quick flyover. This is your pad that you start with. Now, when you fly in on any game mode, you're gonna have a chicken pen right here, little tiny one. You're going to have a house right here, and over here you're going to have 2 sheds, and that's it. All of them customizable. You can sell them all, which is, as you can see, we're starting blank, which is absolutely awesome because Mr. T-Bone has flattened this area for us, so we can actually build without having to have any issues. And all around every factory has a buildable section that you can do. I'll show you as we go through. So as we go this way, as you can see, this is we'll get up a little higher. This is a forestry. This right here is your carpentry. Nope, carpentry's over there. I don't know what factories, but as you can see, he's left plenty of area around each factory so that you can build around it, which is kind of really neat. But then you got your roads that they twist up into the hills over here, and it's pretty cool. You're going to have to earn it, like to get all the way up on the hill. You're going to have to get some decent harvesting going on. And then this, I do believe, let's see. This is, I think, the carpentry. Yes, Willow Point Lumber Company. This is where you're going to come to make your furniture and all that stuff like that. Okay, so that's kind of neat. As you can see, I always do this on every Let's Play when I start, just so you guys know. I don't drive the map and stuff. I want to learn it with you guys, so that's kind of cool. Like I came in, I sold the farm, I made our 2 fields ready to go with crop in them so we can start, and then I literally bought the sawmill and got it going, and that was it. That's why we're at 8:13. In the morning. I didn't do a lot of stuff, and I sold the equipment. And then as you make your way down here, where's our road? Right. Let's get back over to our road. There it is. And now these roads are made wider, which is really awesome for bringing equipment in. So you have the trees along the road, but they're not right up to the road. So you can drive your big equipment down through here. And as you make your way here, I don't know what this is up here. So, oh, it's the animal dealer. Haha, nice. Really, really well done detail as far as I'm concerned. And look, you still have spots to put stuff, which is what we're going to do. We have a manure production now. We're going to put that here next to the animal dealer so that when we bring our straw over for the animal dealer, we're going to make our manure for our fields. That's cool. But see how he left it? He leaves you nice wide spots to put stuff, and it's all flat. So you can put stuff there. You can put stuff here. You can put stuff here. Oh, and by the way, it has animated animals. That's something that's very, very rare for maps. They don't have them. So he put them in here. So that's kind of neat. So it feels like it's got life to it. See, got animated sheep. See, and goats. And then, and I think this is a manure buy point. So technically we could just buy our manure, but we're gonna produce our manure, which is kind of neat. Let's see. Does he have animated cows? Yes, he does. Look at now. That is so rare, guys. You guys don't understand how rare that is to have animated animals in a map for Farming Simulator 25. But look at all the space. Look at all this space, and he has lights up here too. And if I remember right from Fs25, you can sell these light posts. Can't sell these because they're embedded in the map, but that's okay because they're sell points anyways. But he gives you lots of space around it to build extra factories, and there's your line buy point right there. Pretty cool. And then we'll go take a look at the sawmill, and there's these cool looking lakes, and he's noted for these, and it's pretty awesome. I'm very impressed with what this map looks like so far, and I've played on every one, so I can judge it. And I've played and I've worked with T-Bone personally with maps and things like that, so I can judge this map and be critical. And so far, I've not found anything to be critical about. It's absolutely amazing. This is your standard sawmill, pretty much same as the RGC edit, except for this one's cranked up. You bring your logs right here. For those of you who don't know, it's going to drop in here, right over there. So, and you can drive in there. So it's really shallow, as you can see. you can drive right in here, and it won't hurt anything. And you can drop your logs right there. And then over here is your typical sawmill section. And to purchase the sawmill, you're going to come right in through here, just like on every other map. You're going to purchase it right there, and it's $300,000 to purchase it. But this is also, once again, cranked way up, so it makes it super fast. Then your stuff spawns right here and right there. So it will spawn right there, and you can grab it out. But as it, once again, like I talked about, look at the area. And we're going to put a couple factories down here to join this sawmill. And he's kind of raised it up, which is really, 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 really cool. You know what I mean? He's raised it up, and then he's made these ramps so you can drive up there, do your factory work, and you can come down here. Now, on this map, we have seasons turned off because I want to be able to plant what we want. Now, the Chicken Odessey is always, we have some really big extended pens. Our Chicken Odessey is 100,000 chickens. That's the rule. So our pens hold 5,000 chickens. We're going to have chicken pens everywhere. We're going to have them everywhere. We're going to have fields, and we're going to see if we can support 100,000 chickens. So we're going to be on this map for a while. And so what I did is, because of the other two gave me hassles, it kind of worked out. And you guys know how I feel about everything is meant to be by a higher power anyways. So those other two series disappeared before we got too far into them, and now we got 2 instead of 3. So now we can concentrate on 2 different series. Where are we? So that's the sawmill. Then we're going to come back up. We're going to take a look at it. And if you guys want, I'll go down here like this. And you can see it's predominantly flat, but there are some, look at it, goes up and then it goes down. Dark Forest is noted for this really bad. It's pretty cool. I like it because then you got hills and you got flat and then you got hills, and then look at right here is another factory, and I do believe this is the actual shop. Okay, so this is where your shop icon is, right over here. This is where you purchase stuff, and then behind it is this one here is another dealer that you can come and sell it. So I'm assuming, yeah, well, actually it's a sell point. So it's a sell point. It's pretty cool. I like it. It feels good, and it's, you know what it is? You know what I like about T-Bone's maps more than anything in the world? They're super, look at the space he gives you to build stuff around the factories. You know what I mean? It's like and this is the shop. You can put in a couple extra things here. You can do this. But what I like about T-Bone's maps more than anything, and I've played on all of them. I've played on pretty much all of his maps because I'm a big fan of his. They're very simple. They're simple, but they're easy. And I mean, they're simple and easy, but they play. The reason they're done that way is so they play easy. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have a lot going on. Yes, there's logging, but it's a logging map. And as you can see, he's thrown some bigger trees in here. And you see how they don't populate? Now, my draw distance is all the way up to like 1,400. And look see, they won't populate. That's him doing that. That's not me. See how they won't populate until I get on top of them? That's so that people with lower NPCs or NPCs. I got video games on my brain. Lower end PCs and lower end, like if you guys are playing on console, you can play it without it stuttering. It just doesn't do it because it will not populate the tree till you're right on top of it. Especially, and look at the texture of the water. Now, I also noticed that where he put the fog, which was very smart, over the water. So think about this, guys. It's over the water, so it's not going to affect your gameplay, but it's still going to give you the ability to take a look at it. You know what I mean? Like, look at the fog if you like it. Now, I don't know what this is over here. We're going to figure this out. I have got a couple of factories that I downloaded in here. What is this? River Bend Springs. Okay, so it's off that, but it's a barrel factory. Gotcha. Okay, but as you can see like this, and you don't have to spend a lot of time doing roads, and you don't have to do that. But what we can do is we can clear our land, and we can make more fields, and we can do what we can to. So anyways, that's pretty much the tour of the map. It's really simple, very easy. These are the 2 fields that we own. Bada bing and bada boom. Now we're going to be able to use bigger equipment on this. We're going to be able to go game speeds. Now I'm never, ever going to do a series where I go 9,000. I'm not going to play like DJ Goham. I'm sorry. He's a good guy, super good guy, but I don't play that way. So we're going to go the 6 miles an hour to harvest and things like that. But we are allowed to use, money-wise, as big of equipment as we want. So we start with these 2 fields. Then look, you can clear this out, which is what we're going to do, and expand our fields, and expand our fields, and expand our fields this way and this way and this way. And that way we have multiple fields and multiple big fields. We're going to have a little bit of small farming, big farming. We're going to have a little bit of it all. And I just love the fact that the 2 shops, and look, it's all flat, so you can clear all the trees out of here and build a whole bunch of stuff in there. It's just super smart, super great guy, super amazing person. He's part of the Shanty Boys crew, so we're gonna get down here. So the first thing we want to do is we've got to, we only have 1.6 million, so we've got to get at least a tree harvester to start. and our auto load wagon and our truck. Okay, so that we can at least start making some money with the factory. We can start getting down there with that. And then now the other thing we're going to do, we have to have 100,000 chickens. We're not going to clear the whole map. We're not going to do all that stuff. If we end up clearing it, we end up clearing it. But we have to get to 100,000 chickens. But the chickens, now I'm telling you, it's real simple to do it. Okay? And the reason why is if you start with like 500 chickens, in 2 months, you're going to have 1,000. In 2 more months, you're going to have 2,000. And then in 2 more months after that, which is what, 2, 4, 6 months, you're going to have 4,000. And then 8,000, and it's going to go. So within the first year, if you started with 500, you're going to end up with 5,000 chickens. And then it's 10,000, 15,000, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? Then it starts to go crazy. I don't know what the size of these trees are, so I don't know what to cut the trees at. 36, so 12 meters probably for that one. Let's see. Yeah, 12 would be good for that. It'll cut it. Yeah, okay. So first thing we need to do is let's we got to build everything. So let's get our tree harvester first, okay? That way we have it to go, and we'll have our load and our tractor, and then we've got to buy our stone factory, our cement factory. We already have the furniture factory. We can buy that if we need it for the factory. But the other thing is too, it's not only 100,000 chickens. Everything on our farm, sheds wise and barn wise, is going to be built, and house wise, it's going to be built from scratch. We're going to be doing that, so that's going to come back, and then we're going to build it all. So we're going to have lots and lots and lots of stuff to do, and then our like our vehicle sheds and stuff like that. We'll build it all, but like our silos and things like that, we're just going to have to put those down. But we're going to have a working farm. We have to farm. We have to do chickens. So it's going to be farming. It's going to be logging, and it's going to be factories. So for those of you guys who like all that sort of stuff, so we are going to go with the case. A little bit cheaper. I downloaded an American what do you call this though? Tree harvester, or actually excavator. We're going to keep the fast coupler on. All this stuff is going to same. Now we can change this color. So let's do something different. We could make it the case red if we wanted. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, we could keep it the case red. Except that the only reason I'm not going to guarantee case red, but it will be an American farm, is because it may just be case. We may work it. We may just do that. So anyways, let's purchase that. And then we've got to go into here, and we got to buy. Look, I've downloaded all these things. This is how we're going to get our logs into our trailer if we ever decide to. You know what I mean? If we ever decide to, because these things have straps on them. Just telling you guys. So we may do that, you know, but we're also allowed to use auto load. So we're going to get, this is that mistake that Fury made before. We're going to get the fixed head, and we're going to do this in the case red. Case IH red. There's that. Look at that. 200 grand already. This thing is awesome. Awesome. We're going to get this. Let me get out a little bit farther here. Now, this is a fixed head, and we're going to cut it when we decide 12, so let's go ahead and set that up. Whoops. There we go. Shut that off, and then I think we drive down this way. We're going to have to get us, we may not want to drive this all the way down to our farm, so we may just work this way. All right, so now that we have that, let's go ahead and purchase our truck. Next, and then what we're going to do is, once we get everything purchased, then we're going to zero the money. Then we have to earn everything. And I'm going to go with, I got rid of the one truck I had in here, but that's okay. Let's do this truck. Since I've only used it, well, it's international. It makes sense. We're going to do it with the sleeper on it. We want to go, yeah, let's go short and see if it makes a difference. Yes, dual exhaust. Intake, I don't know what any of that does. I don't care. Sun shield, no. I want to be able to, let's see. That's kind of neat. We can make it black. Oh, there's red. Oh, that's design. Okay. Let's just use it red and white. That'd be close enough to case. 60 grand for that. And then we'll do this. Actually, you know what? Before we buy our truck, we're going to have to buy a... This truck sounds neat. Let's get us the low loader. And I downloaded this one. I do believe this is the one that works really well, I think. Because you can get extensions. Yeah, see? Yeah, so you can make it truck. Look at, you can go with a truck tractor too. We're just gonna go gooseneck. What's this? Oh, you can put ramps so you can drive stuff up on there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, extended. Oh yeah. 83 grand for that, but it's worth it because we're gonna take our excavator back to our home. But I think you guys are going to love this series. I really do. Truck sounds good. There we go. Oops, I forgot these controls are a little bit backwards. Let's hope we can get this up on here. I've never tried this before. Looks like a little bit wider than normal. Get that raised up here. Come on, girl. See, the extension is huge. Don't find many mods that can do that. Strap her right on. Now, where do we gotta go? I forgot where we gotta go. Oh, it's just right across. Ooh, we are spinning. See, you guys, this will give you guys a chance to see how wide the roads are, so you can actually take big equipment in here, which is kind of neat. We own all this property right here. This is all of ours right here. But before are we sliding off? Maybe I wasn't straight. Ooh, are we tipping? All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. So, let's fix the harvester. So we're gonna have to turn this back on. Oops, let's turn this way, get them turned back around. There we go. Now, oops. Okay, well, we know the straps work. First of all, let's get this out of here. There we go. See if we can hang on to it this time long enough to tip them over. Oh. Okay. All right. Because I won't let go of it. Sorry, guys. Got to get rid of this and tip that back over. The harvester may be a little bit wider than what we wanted. All right. Let's pick you up. Everybody turn their head, the ones that want realism. Can you imagine being able to lift this like this? That'd be pretty cool. All right, so let's try this again. I don't know which way we go in here. There we go. Now we'll try to get around there a little bit better. There. Yeah, let's see if it... I don't think I was on all the way. There, it's a lot better. That was weird. Oh. Yeah, she's sliding all over the place. But we only have to go a little bit wider here. Alright. Gonna tip over again. Why are you sliding so much? Wow. Okay. Alright, here's what we're going to do, everybody. Turn your heads. We're going to go right back to our farm with this. I'm done playing with that. Whoops. Maybe I'm not. So what did you do all day? Well, we carried an excavator back to our farm, and we got the trailer tipped over, and I think we go this way for our farm. It's a little slow going, but at least I don't have to keep it tipping over. And then this is just to start, and then we got to buy a harvester, and then we got to buy a trailer so we can get the stuff. We got to buy some silos. We got lots of stuff to do here. So this first episode is probably going to be a little bit longer than what we wanted, but that's okay. All right, this is back to our farm. Bang. And then we'll go this, and we're going to get rid of that because that didn't work very good. Not to carry it. So we're going to have to work our way around with the tree harvester by, driving. Look at this hill. That's awesome. So maybe you guys can answer the question for me. Why is it that the excavators, you can't put them on the back of trailers because they tip over? That's not the first time that's happened to me. All right, so now we've got to go here, and we're going to get the auto load trailer for now, and then we might switch it around later, and we're going to get the 12 meter, which is right here. We're going to put trailer hitch on the back. We want to go wide tires, 40 grand. There we go. Ooh, it's weird how that puts it that way. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. We'll see. I can't, because this is an in-game truck, so I don't know why that. Then again, that excavator may be super heavy. Whoever made that mod may be, like, super heavy. You know what I mean? Because, as you notice, this flies around pretty good. We'll find out once there's logs in it. And then we'll buy a combine with I think we'll start with, so what I was trying to say earlier before we got rudely interrupted with that. Look how wide the road is. I love it. That's the way it should be when you're building a map like this, so that way you can get through. So we're going to clear all of these trees, all of them. It's going to be great. This is going to be a fantastic series. All right, so now we buy a combine harvester, and we might as well use. Well, we got a truck for that because we got to use it for our sawmill stuff too. All right, so now combine harvester. We haven't started combining like in the beginning in a long time. We did a couple episodes in the other one first, the realistic one. We're gonna go case. We're going to not go the $740,000 baby because that'll take us a bunch. You know what I mean? And I'm also not going to go twin wheels with that. What's it hold? 10,500. So let's start with, okay, instead of like going full max, because we don't want to do full max with our header. We want to be able to build up. So let's take the case. That's 7.5. It's 8.5. 15. See, then you just jump right up. The Massey is 7.6. So let's go 8.5 right here, and then we'll be able to go from 8.5, look at 144,000 to 15.2. That way we can at least upgrade, because I love to upgrade. It just makes more sense. So we're going to go 8.5, which is absolutely huge if you think about it. Now this bad boy is going to be driven back to our farm itself, because she goes 9 miles an hour, but at least it's right there. And these roads are wide enough to where you can literally pick up, you know. So we got the ability, we're gonna be able to make manure from straw, but it's kind of a neat mod. It's not the same one as what you're thinking. So we've got the ability to make it, look at, now watch, this will show you right here, almost a 9 meter header. I'll go right down the road with it, which is absolutely epic. I don't think I'll hit here. Nope. So that just goes to show you that he thought ahead. You know, you're gonna want to harvest, you're gonna want to do the things you want to do, and if you can't even get the harvester down the road, you know, the trees are close enough, though. Like, if I tried to get a 15-meter header down here, there's no way. But that's why I got to clear the trees. So, it's pretty cool. Super excited. Now, did that say 9? I want to see the speed on it. Because we're not going to go crazy. And right here's our sell point, so it's right next to our farm. But as you can see, we can go right up to the farm without any issues. Love it. Great job, Mr. T-Bone. Great job so far. Fantastic map. I know that there was a few reviews that he had that the guys gave him pretty negative because it's a simple map. But what this is this is supposed to test your ability to build your own. That's what it's for. You know, to think outside the box a little bit and build your own farm. That's what it's for. It's not for, if you want a pre-built map, then go to a pre-built map. If you want to create your own, this is what the best kind of, you know, it's just super simple. There's not much to it. You've got the factories you need to make the houses that you need. You've got your animal dealer to buy your animals. You've got everything you need to start with on this map. And then how you design it is how you go. It's like backcountry. I was going to go back to backcountry, but I figured, nope. Empty Pockets is on that map, and that's his baby, and that's what he's doing, and I don't want to infringe on it. Plus, I've already been on it. I kind of wanted to go back and do at least this series. So we're going to leave this right here. See, it's got hills. It's got everything in it. All right, now we got that. Now we got to grab our truckaroonie for our harvest. Okay, we're going to come down here. We're going to get our normal one, which is right here, because we're going to have to go next over and build some rocks. So this is, like I said, this is going to be fast and furious. Let's see, how much is that? 180,000. Okay, we're going to go the fast. We don't need the crazy fast motor, and the reason why I say we don't need the fast crazy motor is this thing is fast enough already. You know what I mean? 170 horsepower, and I've never had an issue with it missing. So we just got to find the case one. Farm Tech, Fent, Coty, Bergman, Farm Tech Red. I think it's this one. Huh. I think it's Farm Tech. That's what we're going to use. There we go. There. Now we're going to drive this bad boy. So this holds 180,000. We're going to drive this over to the sawmill, and I got to do this real quick. And we'll get a chance to see the drive over to the sawmill, because we're going to put our rock thing in. We're going to start with the belt, because we've always started with the wheel loader, but nope, we're doing a belt right off the bat this time. But as you can see, our money is going very quickly. Now, we do have the ability to put a $10 million loan in this if we wanted, so we're not limited. But let's try to go at least a year with the equipment that we have, and then if we want to upgrade, we can upgrade. Okay, does that sound fair? I think that sounds fair enough. We forgot to check this out when we came over the flyover. Oh, our fuel. All right, perfect. So we can come here with a fuel tanker and bring it back and store it. We'll try to do as best as we can for realism, but it's not going to be anything that's going to match realism. Trust me. We've got a series for that. We've already got a series, and that one's permanent. And if I want, this one may stay permanent too, and we'll just alternate between the two. All right, here we go with this. This is going to be great. All right. So we own this land here. So now we're going to put in, we have a massive, a quick cement factory. So I did that. So let's go here, construction. And the first thing we want to put in is our cement factory. And I'm going to show you what I just got to find it. It's a quick cement factory. It looks kind of like a cement factory. It's 400 grand though. Woo! But see, it's a faster cement mod. We've got to put the lime. We got to put some stuff in. We're going to be out of money. Okay, so we want to go right in through here. See, now if you look at it, there's where you spawn your pallets of cement and all that stuff. And there on the end is where you put your rocks and stuff. So I thought about putting that like this. Just enough room to drive over there with that. Let's let me get my mouse out so I can square this up a little bit so we can drive right on that. Bang. That was 400 grand. Now we've got to get our the rock debris crusher. And then there's our manure, our straw converter. We're looking for the debris crusher that you get free stones with. Right here. Now we're going to put that in here someplace. Right in here. Bang. Now we're getting short on money, but then we're going to have to put a belt, so we're going to buy that. And then let's go to the... we just want to drive around that to make sure we can. We'll go back to the animal dealer, and we'll put our straw manure maker there. Look, this little truck's going to be perfect. Right here, you're going to drive it, and you're going to put it in here. Bang, and that's going to take it up. I hope it's animated. That's going to be great if it is. And then, look, we'll be able to put our... So now we can go to and buy the belt. Let's get this all set up. This is great. See, this is what I'm excited about, is that it's the way it should be. I should have done this to begin with, but this map just dropped. So we're going to go the auto load one right here, and we're going to put it in the case of... We're going to get it the 40-kilometer one. We're going to get it in the case of... a color of case so we can match it. There we go. Now let's go hook back up to this trailer with this. It should. Now where is the store from here? Oh, just back up this road. Isn't this neat? So we got places for factories. We got places for our farm. We got so much stuff. We're going to be taking a loan out because we're going to be out of money. That's what I like about it, is that, yeah, it looked like a lot of money to start with, but it's really not. But look at it. Look how pretty this is. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And it passed for the new 1.7 patch, which is great. I'm really hoping I don't have any issues on the Frjak map because we're so far into that one. Because it was put in there before the patch. But I'm really hoping that we can take care of that. You know what I mean? And we'll hook up to this. We'll bring that back down there. We'll have the belt ready to go. And then we'll bring this back up to the shop, or back up to the home for our harvest. And we're going to have straw swap. It's going to be great. So I think I can go like this. Nope. So, all right. So rather than buy a new piece of equipment, we're going to do the old trick. Okay, so let's turn our super speed on. Super speed. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to grab this like this. Nope, we want to grab it from the other end. And then we're going to run this over. Now, like I said, this does not resemble realism whatsoever, but that's okay because we're doing this for a reason. See, then we can just drive this back over like this. Nobody sees nothing. Everybody turn your head. Grab yourself a drink while we're watching this because this doesn't resemble realism at all, but that's all right. It's going to be fun. It's almost faster than driving. I do this sometimes when I'm setting up. All right. And then we'll just hook up the belt. Get it all set up right here. Park it. So that wasn't too bad. And then let's get this off here. Raise this up about to there since that truck is so low. Give her just a little bit more. that was quick. All right, now we've got that up. Oh, so now we got to go to here, and we're going to set the cement factory up, and we're going to be active, active, and active. Okay. Then we're going to come back over. Whoops. Then we're going to go to sawmill. We're going to activate planks, wood, prefab walls, and wood beams. And it makes sawdust as well. It makes wood chips as well. So we're going to make a little extra money on that. So those are our factories going. Right now we just got to get some stuff to it. We're going to take this back over to the farm. And the next thing we're going to do is sit at the farm for a few minutes, and we're going to get our pre-built houses going. And or at least our house and our... Now, I'm going to pick the log cabin. And the reason why I'm picking it is it kind of fits this map, first of all. Second of all, it doesn't take as long. And some of the sheds we have to be careful of because some of them take like 6 to 8 months to grow. Or whatever you call it, build. So we want to do that. I'm hoping to have enough time to get at least one load of logs going into our sawmill. Oh, we can take this right over to... right here. Then we're going to have to drive this back and forth to do... we'll do the stones every day. Or like twice a day we'll try to do it. There's that. Okay, now let's get us our first chicken pen. Isn't it nice how it's just like all set up? Let's see. Well, first of all, where do we want our home? Where do we want our home? We want constructibles, right? This is the one I'm going to do. And as you can see, it doesn't take too much. Where do we want our home? I think I'm going to put it right. Where is the sleep trigger? Right there. So we're going to put that like right there. That's going to be our home. Bang. See, and he's leveled it, so there's none of that weird stuff. And then next to that, we want to put a shed that is a garage to park our pickup truck in it because we eventually will have a pickup truck. Now, these... Let's see. Let's take a... I know you get down here, and these take a while to do. Like, from here down, Farmer Klein said they take like 6 months because they take a whole bunch of stuff. Now, our house doesn't take... See, that's why I picked it, because it doesn't take roof tiles. Because the roof tiles, we're going to have to... If we went with a shed like that... Anyways, that's our house first. We're going to start with that. So, then we're going to go animals, and we're going to go chickens. We're going to put our first 5,000 pen right... Ooh, these things are big. Big. So let's put it... Because we want our... Where's the feed thingy? I think it's... Yeah, that's where your eggs spawn outside. Well, that's good. Yeah, let's put it like right... We're going to not have many. We're going to have to clear some space. We're going to have to get this on the farm here. Let's get this like right here for now. Let's take a look at what that looks like. This holds 5,000 chickens. That's great. Now, does this... No. Look at that. All right. Now, we can have... I think the food goes up here. What's nice about this, the food goes here. And I think you got to open this. Yep, perfect. And I think your pallets spawn here. And I think you get a lot of pallets for 5,000 chickens. This thing will be all full. And we'll use the auto load, the new auto load pallet, because I'm not bringing back the universal auto load since it was taken out. That's what caused the problems, I think, with the map. Is just that I don't know what happened. There's probably some conflict of interest or something going with that. So the first things we need, once again, is 1,000 wood beams, planks, and beams, logs, and planks. And I think we'll do that. And like I said, we'll get a forklift and everything going from there. All right, so we got our chickens. Now we need a silo. Because the reason why I say that is because we got 2 wheat fields to go. Here, whoops, farmhouses, silos. Let's get us, we like this one, but we're going to be using basic crops on this anyways. So we can use, oh, there's our manure pit. I forgot we had that. I should have used that on the other one. Let's go brown. 10 million, 10 million. 500,000. Oh. That's only got 500,000 limit. When I can go 10 million here. Multi-fruit mod. Let's go brown for a change. And we're going to put that like right here. And, yeah, let's put it like right here. So it covers that thing. And we can bring, that way we can feed right there. See what I mean? All right, so we got our silo, and then we wanna go construction. I want to see something. If they have this specific, darker, darker. Usually he's pretty good about this stuff. Nope. I think it's this one. Yep, there it is. I knew he was going to be good enough to put the same one that you want down. You know what I mean? So it matches, because he's usually he thinks about all that stuff. We got couple trees. Oh, I thought that was a couple trees on there, and then that's it. Oh, it's a little different, but let's see. Let's see what this one does. That's not the right one. All right, so it's close enough to this one. At least up from up here, it looks the same. And then I want to do this. I want to change the color of that so we know right where our pallets spawn in at. That's it. Then we're going to go up and we're going to go to dirt. Wherever dirt is. Right here. There, that's where our pallets spawn in right here. Perfect. All right, so we got our silo. We got our chickens to go with that first, and we can purchase them right away. We got our harvester. We got our log things going here. So that is it for building today as far as that goes. So before we do that, let's purchase. Where is the animal buy point on this thing? Is it in here? I forgot my super speed's on. This is where it used to spawn. Yeah, here's where you buy them. That's where it used to spawn the pallets, remember? So we're going to go the 6-month-old ones here that are ready to go. And we're going to buy us 250. We're going to buy 500 to start. There we go. Now let's get us harvesting, and we can feed them. Hopefully before this episode. And let me turn this stinking speed down so I don't go speed bursting. There we go. All right, harvest time. Next this. And we'll go right around this way. We got 2 fields. Now, we won't lose this next month because I do have the thing turned off. Seasonal growth off. Yep. Got it. And I got snow turned off because I didn't know how I was going to react on this. So oops. There we go. Because we need the straw for the manure. Because we're going to use manure on this. But we're going to use a massive. Because this is whatever straw we put in, we get manure out. So now, we're going to go ahead, and once we get our headlands done, I think, we're going to turn the worker loose. We're going to be able to use workers on this. I don't have course play in here, but that's okay. So, we'll just hire a regular worker. Costs us money, but that's okay. So, as you can see, we can clear all of these trees in between, and we'll have it nice and pretty so that we'll be able to go around. 6 miles an hour seems fast, doesn't it? It's crazy. think if, like I said, if we go 2 headlands around and then take him off. Whoops, nice if I just did that. And we're not going to do a baler. We're going to do a loading wagon just like we did on the Beulah map because it's easier. We don't need it. Only thing we need it for is straw anyways. So I think if we did 2 headlands, I think we'd be good, like I said. Hopefully in the next 10 minutes we can get this done. And then next episode, we will put down our sheds. Well, actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I might use that whole pad there for just the chicken pens. Because they only hold 5,000, and we have to have 100,000 chickens on this map. So it's going to be a long time, and I'm so excited to be able to just have 2 series to concentrate on now. This and the Ferjak Ultra Realistic series, and then we can just put out... what I'm going to do, like I said in the beginning, is I'm going to do an hour with you guys, and I'm going to play an hour off camera. And I'm thinking strongly of doing that on both maps. But I don't know yet on the Ferjak because that's a permanent series. This one, if it turns out where everybody loves it and we're doing what we need to do, then we will make this one permanent until we get what we need to. So I'm just excited about it, and we know that now we're already at 169, so we will not have to zero our money out because that money is what we started with. And then, so here's what we'll do. Let's get to the end. One thing around, we'll grab whatever wheat is in here. We'll feed it to them so they can start making eggs right away. Let me know in the comments, okay? And if you guys want me to, if you want me to on this series, because I can't find any more buildable sheds that I want big ones. Let me know if you want me to build all of our sheds with the buildable stuff. That way we can continue to use the factories. Or do you want me to just put down, because I have a whole bunch of machine sheds and stuff that we can use. So let me know in the comments what you guys want for this series. And then when we get to the Ferjak series, which will be tomorrow, happy Monday to you guys all. If it drops Monday. If not, it'll drop Tuesday. I'm recording this on Saturday night for Monday, but if there's any issues, it may drop as much as Tuesday. We'll see. But either way, happy Monday or Tuesday, and then we will go from there. So I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to take this wheat over, and then we're going to finish up our second headland, then we're going to turn a worker loose. We'll do the headlands, let the worker do the rest, and I'm hoping 2 headlands is enough to let him do it, and then we can do it from there. So I think we'll make enough money from the logs alone, because I think what I'm going to do is... let's do it this way in the sense of we'll put 1 load of logs into the factory so we can keep pumping them. Then we'll put 1 load of log into the sell point so we continue to make money. That way we can just upgrade when we want to upgrade. Oh, we got almost 6,000 liters on the first headland. That's crazy. That's a lot. Like I said, and then we'll plant this one today. We'll get this one planted. Then tomorrow we'll come back and harvest that one. I just had to, on the realistic series, I had to leave it on because we're playing realistic. This one we can kind of cheat and have our wheat. We won't lose it, if you know what I mean. Oh, almost. Is that going to be 8 grand? Oh, over 8 grand. Almost 9. Almost 9,000 liters off the headland alone. That's crazy. But I feel bad for the guy because I know for a fact that there was a couple of, because I watched him, a couple of reviews on this, and some people gave him really negative reviews on this map, and I can't believe that we get to Fs25 and people are complaining about map makers making a map too simple. Like, that to me is insane. That to me is insane because that's what this map is for. This map is for simplicity, so you build your own. You know what I mean? That's what it's for. It's not for let's get all this crazy detail in there. He wants you to put the crazy detail in here. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. This will be almost 8,000 liters. Almost 9,000. There, now they'll start producing eggs, and let's see what we got here. Yep, so it's not going to hold much, but we only have 500 chickens in there, so. But 9,000 liters, that should last them a while anyways. And then when they have their babies, like I said, with when it comes to chickens, they grow so fast that, you know, they're ready to go. There we go. Got about 5 minutes left, and we'll try to get a second headland done. And then when we, like I said, I'll play from, when we finish this about 5 minutes, I'll play until 10 o'clock off camera, get the harvest done, get everything done. We still got to buy cultivators. We still got everything. We are going to end up taking a loan out, which is okay. It's not the end of the world, like I said. I also want to, while we're here, let's take and make this road just a tad bit. Did he use this one? No. Which one did he use? Did he use... No. 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 Yes. Let's take this and make this our road going to our farm here, our field. And then I think he went... There. Just to represent that. There we go. So now we can park him on the road. And we'll fix it all. We'll make it all pretty later. Right now, I just want to have a road here. We're going to be wrapping this bad boy up. All right. I don't think one headland's enough. Not till we get our trees cleared. Once we get our trees cleared, it may not be enough. So, let's stop him. And I think we got a few more minutes to buy some stuff. Let's buy, we got our, that's that, the silo, that's it. The next thing we're going to need is, we got to buy the, manure pit. And I think we're going to put that here on the farm. Not on the farm, but, let's put, we're going to put it over on the shop over here, the right here. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's go factories, and we'll go this thing right here. We're going to go, that land is not owned by you. Okay. Well, I don't know how much it is, but I'm not going to buy it right now. So let's, I don't want to put it on my farm. It looks weird. I don't think you can put it, you can't put it there. Can't put it there. We do own the sawmill, but I don't want to do that. All right. How much is this sell point for the shop here? Let's oh, it's only 8,000. All right, let's put it there. Wait, no, it was right here. No, that's 99,000. So let's put it at least at the shop for now. I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can. How much is this? This is going to be including, it's 43,000. Let's see if we can put it there. Let's see if we can put it at the shop. And see. Worst case scenario, we'll have to move it later, but I just don't want to put it on the farm. Right now, I don't. Eventually, we'll own the whole map, and let's see. I want to put it here. Oh, can we sell that? No, we can't. Oh, I bet you we can if we own it. All right, I got to get to the shop. Here we go. Oh, we got lots of room. So we will put this right here. Look at that. Look at that. You can put it where you can drive right on it. Let's put it like this. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Right there. Perfect. All right, there we go. All right, guys and gals, we made it to the end of it. We went about a little bit over, but we got it. So we can take that straw, pick it up. We got to buy a loading wagon next. Anyways, there's so much to do. So please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And remember, I love you all, and I will catch you guys right back here tomorrow with the Verjak mop, the 4X super ultra realistic series, and then we'll be back here again on Wednesday. So we got a lot to do. I will play till 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'll try to get that field harvested. And I'm not going to buy anything. I'm going to make sure you guys are with me so we can buy everything, just so you guys are with me. But I'll get that field harvested and finished up, and maybe the straw collected off of it and put in our manure factory. All right, guys, get out of here, and I'll catch you guys right back here on tomorrow. Enjoy your Monday or Tuesday. Have a great one, everyone.